Alright guys, I think we're live anyway. Beautiful day here in Cork. Not too sure if we're live. Let me know there in the chat. Is the chat active? I'm sure you'll join there now shortly, guys. It's about time I actually just worked. I was having issues trying to get this to go live coming down the road, but sure. Would you look at that? Look at that. Huh? Showing off. Beautiful day for us. Fucking pigs. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm quite emotional. I'm on edge there now at the moment. If people are joining, I don't know. Yeah, have we got an audience out there? It's saying we're live, like, but I don't know. We'll see now in a sec. People might start joining. Just made my way into court here this morning. There are people out there. It's not telling me if anybody's after joining in yet, like, so I'm quite questioning whether fucking Streamlabs is actually. Oh yeah, I see some people there hitting me up in the Telegram. Well done, guys. The hot box. Yes, there we go. I see the chat coming in now, guys. I actually am coming in loud and clear. Yes. No, that wasn't the Bridewell. That was Blackpool Watercourse Road guard station there that we were just walking past. But yeah, I done a little bit of stickering there the other night. There's a couple of stickers around the place. So yes, as I know that we're actually going through to people there now, happy days. I'm just not getting numbers on my side. That's good though, I don't mind once it's working, I know it. Yeah, fucking yesterday, Sunday of all days, cops out. I'll wait for that bus to pass. But yeah, Sunday of all days, fucking cops were out looking for me there yesterday. They were calling around, fucking terrorising family members, terrorising young kids, all over simple possession of cannabis, non-payment of a cannabis fine. I believe that's what I'm in court actually this morning for. Still not actually clear what I'm in court this morning for, but I am assuming that's what it's over. They said there's a warrant for my arrest. So those guards were out there yesterday, Sunday, to arrest me on a Sunday, and trying to bring me to court this morning. But luckily I have to say now, credit where credit's due. Those the cop that was out there executing that warrant, she was very fair. She gave me a phone call after terrorising family members. Don't know why she didn't start with the phone call. Would have been a much more sensible approach than fucking coming out suited and booted, knocking at people's doors and terrorising fucking family members of mine. So, but anyway, look, we leave the criticisms aside and I'll get to the positives. She was very fair. She said, look, Martin, look, rather than you coming down to the station and me having to hold you overnight and arrest you or whatever, she goes, will you just come down to a court date whenever suitable? And I said, yeah, look, grand. I goes, let's get it done. When do you want to go? And she said, how's tomorrow? And I said, let's roll. Let's roll, baby. So I've rolled. I'm rolling. Coming in here loaded this morning, and for fair reason too. As I said, I don't know if people caught it there over the last few streams, but they've been trialling me on an anti-epileptic fucking medication known as Keppra, and I've been suffering side effects of that medication. And look, again, credit where credit's due. I've not had seizures, whether that's credit to be given to the Keppra or what, I don't know. But those last series of seizures fucking scared the shit out of me, so I'm just going to take the medication now and hope that it works. But at the same time, fucking cannabis is the one thing that's helping me deal with the side effects. Sorry, there's a lot of traffic passing by, so hopefully I'm still coming through the nice and clarity. But as I say, like the Keppra, the anti-epileptic drug, it's having side effects on me. It's altering my mood. It's dysregulating my mood. I'll be fucking just reaching really low, like in my mood, like really quickly as well. You know, all of a sudden, you know, the simplest of things. I think the best way I can describe it is I'm like a bomb that has a very short fuse, and everybody's a lit match. That's how I feel at times, that I can't be near people it's very hard to want to socialise with people and stuff, because I'm so easily irritable, and you know, that flash anger that can happen. It's not fair for others to have to experience that, you know, the side effect of that anti-epileptic drug. But as I say, cannabis, this has helped me with those side effects, you know. If I keep myself dosed up on the cannabis, that helps mitigate some of those fucking side effects there. Especially when I feel like, you know, that I don't want to be near people. Just go kind of have a bowl there, just go out the back garden or something like that, hit a bowl, and trucks. And after that bowl, a couple of minutes later, all's eachy peachy, you know, happy out, and I'm able to go back and deal with life again, you know. As much as I don't really want to be taking this medication, as I said, that last fucking visit to the hospital, those seizures, that status epilepticus, that scared the life out of me, to be fair, like, because I'm very lucky to be here, like, to be speaking to you now. And that's not to say that the cannabis wasn't working back then when I was kind of self-medicating myself with the cannabis. It's just that I wasn't able to keep a controlled regimen of dosing the cannabis I was using. It was varying so much, like, you know, I was introducing all sorts of different mixes of cannabinoid levels, different terpenes coming in there and stuff like that, because I was self-medicating from fucking trucks, busy old day here in Cork. But I was self-medicating in an unregulated way. So for me, I wasn't able to keep a controlled regimen, you know, of dosing. And that's probably why I had those status epilepticus on top of the fucking the exhaustion and the stress I was putting myself through fighting this stupid law. Got 4 minutes to go there before I'm actually supposed to be in court, so I'm going to spark this up. I was intending on getting it up before I get or outside of the court, but I'm sure I'll still have some left by the time I reach the court. Such bullshit to have to even be coming in here today, you know, that there's going to be probably not one but two guards down there waiting for me to execute the warrant. Probably going to want to put me into a cell down in the courts and everything. It's going to be hilarious. We'll keep. Oh, wait, no, more fucking trucks. Make sure I don't get killed here. But I'll try to keep the video going live as much as I can. But guys, do me a favour, everybody watching there on YouTube and stuff, give the video a share there, the live link a share over on social media and stuff, because fucking Streamlabs don't let me go live multi-stream on my phone. So if you could do me that favour there as I spark this doobie up, you would be absolute legends. So give it a share on social media over on Facebook, Twitter, and any of those other places, Reddit, fucking, you know, wherever. Yep. Represent R420 supplies. Nice on R420. Excellent though, clipper. Fucking yum. Fucking need this right now, I'll tell you that much for sure. Woo, lots of stickers on these poles. I was on the other side of the road the other night coming into the city. I never got this side. At least not that part back here. I do believe I got up there. Just flip the camera around so you can see where we're at. Beautiful Cork. Beautiful Cork City, guys. Look at that. Look at that. just waiting on the traffic lights there now. We're almost in there. We're going to be fashionably late to this court date, but it's good to keep them waiting, isn't it? In fact, if they really want me, they'll wait for me. Such a beautiful day here, isn't it? Like, look at that. What a shame to be having to be fucking ruining this beautiful day to be going into a court fucking case. Simple possession of cannabis and not paying a fine, protesting my rights. Very high chance I'm going to prison today. I'll just say that. But shoddy, that's my feeling going in here. Where to even begin and the effect that this is fucking having, just not only on myself, like, but as I said, my family. Like, the law doesn't just affect me when it's been executed upon me, you know. When they criminalise me, that's affecting my family, that's affecting my ability to get a job, my ability to travel. I'd love to bring my kids to Florida, you know, or to see fucking Disneyland and to the cool theme parks, but because I'm not labelled a criminal, because I can't do that easily anyway, at least, you know. I have to fucking jump through hoops because I'm some dangerous fucking criminal. It's so dangerous I can walk through the city while committing a crime, and you know, outside of the smell, and maybe some people be, ooh, I'm so offended by that, like. But like, in fairness, like, they could say the same thing about a fucking cigar, like. But it's a person's right to be able to toke a cigar outside, like, you know. Just be respectful about it and don't blow smoke in people's face, and I'm not going to, like, you know. Keep it social distancing, you know. Don't even know if there's a mask requirement actually for out there in the court today. What are you all saying out there, guys? Good luck, Martin, watching from the south of France. Nice one, Sean, man. Hopefully the old it's been a while since we were chatting, but hopefully everything's good with you, man. Chilbert, what's going on? Kev, keeping you lit, bro. You are indeed, brother. Down through Opera Lane here in Cork. Tour of Cork City, Martin's World style. Seems to be always foggy when I visit the city. Sunshine don't be long clearing that up though. This way is faster. Like always, more sightseeing there for people who haven't had the pleasure of visiting this beautiful city. If you actually ever find yourself in town, do make an effort to say hello. Who judges? The judges. Oh, there's one for you. Especially when we have judges in this country, you know, and they've been caught with fucking child abuse images. Don't believe in the term child pornography. Pornography is something a person consentingly engages in. I believe a lot of these images and possession of these fucking perverts are child abuse images, you know. But look, we could go on about that. Like, there was a very interesting article that came up there one day, wasn't there? There was a person got sent to prison for cannabis possession, while a person in possession of these child abuse images gets left off. It's like, what the... Like, imagine if I was walking down the street holding child abuse images and being like, oh yeah, legalise this shit, like, you know. It's like, no, that would offend people, that would be hurting people as I walk by. Coming down here, you know, talking to doobie, as long as I'm doing it respectfully, shouldn't be offending anybody. Just like, again, you know, a person walking down the road talking on a cigar, as long as they do it respectfully, shouldn't offend anybody. Look, man, hope you're home soon. Nice one, Steve. You know yourself, man, going in and out. The game is rigged. Like, my power is in here. Like, we won't even care to think about it, to be fair, like, because I'll turn and I'll walk the other way if I was to really dwell on it too much, because I'm going in here, like, and I know that they're going to, like, 99.9% chance that they're going to want to put me into custody, because I'm refusing to pay the fine for my possession of cannabis. So my bag as well, it's only a small bit, like, but it's part of my medicinal regimen, as part of my seizure control. It's part of fucking mitigating the side effects of the drugs that they're forcing me to take. So we can have that discussion there in the court if they want to go through my backpack. Which my backpack, I have to say, is, you know, it's been with me quite a long time. Was it about 10 years old or something along those lines? In fact, we stay on this side of sunny. Nice one, Phil. Nice one. Think'll think. Whoops. Mark, what's happening out there, lad? Best of luck. Nice one, man. Nice one, appreciate it. Chilber says share the Percy's and other forums as well. You're a legend, dude. Nice one for that, man. Okay, guys, I'm almost at the court. I'm it's just around the corner from it now, you know. It's just up here around the corner. So, yes, we got people over there on Twitch as well commenting. Excellent, like to see that. It's good to see we got an audience over there as well. Stay strong, brother. Their lives have to come to an end eventually. They do indeed, my man. I agree with you. Like, it's a fucking just the things is like a house card's just waiting to come down at the moment. Like that's, you know, it's built on a foundation of lies. Anything built on a foundation of lies, you know. Once people stand up, once people continue to stand up for what is right, what they know it fucking is to be right, then these things built upon their foundations of lies will come fucking crumbling down. You know, just think about it for a second, right? Things built upon foundations of lies. Think about when people are fighting gay rights, right? What they said about gay people and what gay people would do within our society, you know? That gay men were going to rape your sons and stuff like that. You know, like that was some of the lies, the propaganda that was put out there about these people in these communities. Much like there's lies and propaganda put out there about people like us, you know? That the use of cannabis is not medicinal, you know. There's stuff like that. There's people still out there saying this, like, and it's wrong. And much like the gay community stood up to those fucking to those lies about their community, if we continue to stand up against the lies about our community and the way in which we're treated in the courts and highlight it, you know, as much as possible. It's not easy. It's not easy for me to do this. Like, to be honest, like I'm late today. Because my legs are like fucking jelly. The anxiety I've had this morning, I woke up and because of these fucking these anti-epileptic drugs they have me on, the Keppra, I'm very forgetful in the mornings. I always find it hard to remember what day it is when I wake up. Every morning I wake up, I'm always trying to remember what day is it today. You know, that was not something I experienced before. That was never a side effect of my use of cannabis. That's not a side effect of this Keppra drug. Woke up this morning not only like having to remember what day it was, but also remembering, oh yeah, you're in court as well today. You know, you gotta go in there and stand in front of a judge like you're some sort of a fucking danger to society, dangerous criminal and all that, you know. That's a lovely thing to have to remember. So that's part of the reason of why I'm late this morning, you know, is not only did I get caught up with talking to the neighbours and things like that, and looking after my kids. My legs are like jelly. Got like fucking a bazillion butterflies in my belly right now, all fluttering about, all doing their thing. You know. There we go, though. Let's see if this fella wants to do his job now when we get this doobie up and going. Such a danger to society. You can walk past a cop with a doobie hanging out your mouth. Alright, it wasn't lit because I waffle a little bit and I got some serious cotton mouth. thankfully I got some water in my bag there now. I'm going to solve that. And as we near, the anxiety worsens. It's like that M song, you know. It's vomiting on his sweater already. Knees weak. Don't even know the lyrics of that song. It's been ages actually since we heard some Eminem. Oh, here we fucking go. Court services. John Regan, are you trying to get arrested on the way to court? No, I'm engaging in an act of civil disobedience on the way to court, John. I'm protesting. I'm just showcasing, you know, how much of a danger we really are to society, that we can walk across the city while committing our crime. You know, be over here outside of courthouse. Went to the court grounds, will we? We talk up on the court grounds, engaging in proper civil disobedience. Lovely garden on her. So do you wanna, you know? Cottonmouth's bitch. It's even harder to fucking trying to drink water and stream at the same time. I reckon my stuff should be safe there for a sec. So Tinkle Tink. Love the question, man. Do you think if you had a higher concentrate cannabis, you would be able to stop taking prescribed meds? I think if there wasn't such a stigma there within the medical field, within the health professional realm, to work with cannabis as a medicine, then yeah, I would have been able to gotten to a level and a consistent dosing regimen as well. You know, I should have been able to avoid having to take the Keppra medication and that they experience those nasty side effects. But that's a requirement of the Medical Cannabis Access Programme currently in Ireland, is that we have to try these other drugs before you're afforded an opportunity to try cannabis to treat your symptoms of your condition. For me, which is epilepsy, you know. So as a patient, that's just right around fair. I've done 4 years of herbal science. It's an honours degree. Got my Bachelor of Science honours degree in herbal science. I've studied cannabis backwards and frontwards and upwards and downwards and every way in which you can think. Like, you know, I've read some amount of stuff like about it, and it's undoubtedly a medicine. It's undoubtedly a medicine, and the prohibition of cannabis has undoubtedly restrained the ability to carry out any research on it, to prove such medicinal applications. And that is in favour of not only the pharmaceutical industry, but the organised crime gangs as well, as we've seen. You know, the power, the money, all of that, which is obtained by these organised crime gangs because of the prohibition of cannabis. Jeez, deep breaths. Fucking blood pressure is going through the roof. Like, my heart rate is pumping. I hate having to go do this, like, such bullshit. I hate having to know that my daughter was crying, thinking about, you know, what are we going to do if my dad has to go to prison? Do you know, how like, because I fulfill a vital role within the family unit there. You know, I bring my kids to their to all of their important things, because you know, I'm not even going to go into the personal reasons of why that is, but like, I bring my kids to school, collect them from school, bring them to their training, to their practices, all of that, because you know that's my role as a dad. It's important that I fulfill that role as a dad. Cannabis, you know, it's like while I'm down here today because of that, like, you know, it's just like it's such a small part. It's such an unimportant thing, like, you know. I should be at home right now with my kid, like looking after my family. You know, I should be out there, you know, fulfilling a career. But because of how I've been criminalised and treated, I'm not able to fulfill and pursue that career and to even be there, you know, as in that capacity as a dad, you know. But what I have been afforded, you know, because of being unemployed, I suppose, you know, because of the inability to get jobs with my academic achievements and all of my qualifications that I have, just simply because, you know, there's going to be other people out there with those same qualifications without convictions. They're going to get hired before me. You know, Pfizer are taking on there now again. Do you think Pfizer are going to entertain me, Martin's World, with my public, you know, outspokenness? Because I'm not going to be quiet to get a job, you know. That's just another, like, fucking laying down for the bullies. No, stand up for what's right. Daily talk. One thing I love about cannabis as a medicine is that you can potentially consume your whole stash and wake up the next day feeling fine. Yeah, you wake up the next day feeling fine, except then you remember it's like, shit, my stash is gone, you're gonna have to restock. It's the only downside to that. But yeah, no, you're dead right, you know. Whereas if you went out and got a slab of bear, it's perfectly legal, and it's completely, you know, governments have no right to tell you can't do that. And they've no right to tell you how much you can consume either. And if you go home and consume that whole stash of beer, potentially you could die, you know. I know people don't. I know people out there with some serious tolerances and they go through nearly 2 slabs in a fucking day. But anyway, that's another story. Bobby, what time does the court start? 16 minutes ago. Fuck that. More important things to get done here. We got burning issues at hand, things to be discussed. Protests to be held. They're going to come out there now in a minute and think that my bag down there is going to be like fucking an explosive device being left behind. As I said, I'm not even going to finish this. I'm just going to enjoy as much of it as I can before I have to go in there. And I'm going to keep a little nug of it because I know it's going to be stinky. Morning all, and Martin, we are with you, Martin. Take care and be careful. I am, you know, but at the same time, you know, I'm walking into the lion's den, and I've got nice big juicy fucking ribeye steaks, you know, dripping and oozing, and blood still warm from the kill. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now, going in there, you know. So I'll be as careful as I can in that situation. Yeah, think about it, you know. You're walking into a lion's den, warm meat dripping from blood, you know, from the kill around your neck. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. But yeah, better pick up my bag or they might get concerned. They're definitely waiting on me anyhow. As I say, better late than never. Tom, nice one, man. I could definitely do it. All the prayers and offerings to the higher powers out there, you know. Because as I said, this is a shitty situation right now, like, you know. I'll be as careful as I can be. I feel like I'm about to fucking take on an ocean swim while wearing concrete fucking blocks as shoes. There's some hope, is there? Imagine if their star witness is Bobby Smith. Imagine. Daily Talk or Judge can wait. Yes, they can indeed. Jeez, man. I have to say that, you know, I didn't say this morning, and I'll probably get killed for saying it, like, because I didn't tell the family members first. But there's been a number of occasions, and just there now, just a second ago, I wasn't too sure if I was actually going to fall to the floor and have a seizure. It's a funny one, you know. It's a weird feeling to get, like, but for a second you just get what is kind of feels like an aura, and you get this weird vibe. Right now my legs, as I said, have been weak as fuck. Feels like my knees are just going to cave in at any second. I'm not going to act all, you know, as if I'm fucking not scared here or anything like that. I'm fucking terrified going in here, guys. I'll be very honest. But I'm not going to be held back by my fear. I'm not going to be controlled by my fear. Fear that, but fear itself, you know what I mean? Because fear will keep you from greatness, you know. If you let fear get in your way, then you'll not achieve great things in your life. And that, you know, I'm terrified going in here right now. As I said, I just explained to you how I feel like the situation is. I feel like I'm going into the lion's den. I've got warm, bloody meat around my neck. I'm going to be as careful as I can be in that situation, but that's what I feel like, you know. And should I feel like that? Should my kids have to be crying in fear, going to sleep, you know, as the what's going to be the outcome of this turn out today, you know, as if their dad is going to be there to collect them from school today, you know. Imagine that, my child's sitting in school, actually, you know, right now. It's bullshit. It's not fucking worth it, like, it's not, like, I'll be as strong as I can fucking be, but fucking me, like, Jesus Christ, how much a man can fucking take, like, contemplating taking my fucking life again last night because I don't want to be putting my family through this bullshit. I'm not a fucking bad person, like, I've done fucking nothing wrong. Over this, they want to bring me in here, treat me like a criminal, lock me fucking up. Terrorising my fucking family, like. Jesus Christ, man. Don't mind displaying my emotions, fuck it, like, you know, this is what it does, to fucking people, do you know? It's the fucking reality, it's the truth. Cannabis has not been fucking bad for my mental health. This fucking shit, not only bad for my mental health, but the mental health of my fucking kids. Do you know what I mean? Directly affecting them. As I said, my kid sits in there, you know, fucking not knowing if I'm going to be coming out there today or whether I'm going to be leaving there fucking handcuffs to go up into a prison cell for my use of cannabis. Fuck them, I'll continue to fight them. As I said, you know, I'm terrified, I'm afraid, but, you know, I know the price that's going to have to be paid, you know, but I'm willing to fucking pay it, right? Like others before us, like, you know, people within the gay community, you know, they had to stand up for their fucking rights while they were being discriminated against. You know, the lies being told about them, about black people at the time when they were being discriminated against. You know, fucking hell, at one point in time, weren't the English discriminating against the Irish then? You know, telling lies about us, displaying us in all sorts of derogatory type of images, you know. There's always this way in which lies are told about a community in order to enable its and continue to discriminate against that community in society. Cannabis users are not criminals. My use of cannabis is not a criminal fucking issue. If they want to engage in it as a health issue, fine, assess, you know, but let's deal with that, like, but I'll be very honest. cannabis use for me has been very positive. I've always said it, when I first used it as a younger person, I think the more positive thing that I enjoyed about it is that it allowed me to fucking engage with my thoughts and be present, be grounded, and not to be engaging in some of the wild shit that I was engaging with before, but because I wasn't engaging with my thoughts, potentially, would have been one of these kids diagnosed if the medical mental health system over here was any bit fucking effective for people. Could have been diagnosed with ADHD and medicated a long time ago. Thankfully I wasn't, and thankfully I found cannabis, and that allowed me to ground myself. Held down a job for fucking many years until I got laid off because of the fucking recession. The recession is how I lost my job, not because of my drug use. My drug use was never a fucking issue. I was lucky enough to have a boss who didn't mind letting me have a day off, have to go into this fucking place when I was getting caught with it as a young fella. But imagine if I didn't have a boss who would let me keep my job. Imagine if my court visit as a young fella made me lose my job. What would that do for me? Jeez, there was times when I was going back after I lost my fucking job because of the recession. I went back to fucking to do my leaving cert, because I left school before my leaving cert, to go working. And so when I was laid off my job, I didn't want to go on the dole, so I was like, fuck it, let's go and do my leaving cert again, which I did. And I continued on for that. I done my leaving cert. I got a level 6 in good manufacturing practices and technology. That was a higher science diploma. Then I went on from that and I done my bachelor honours degree, 4 years of herbal science. Then I went on to do a master's, but to be very honest, because of pressures there, because of the other stuff going on with family and my own mental health, I wasn't able to finish that, and I had to drop out of that course. And again, that's because of cannabis prohibition, I would say, and as I said, there was other things going on there, but if I didn't have to fucking deal with that, this shit right here is the straw that's constantly breaking the camel's back. Shouldn't have to be carrying this fucking weight. Nice and green tea, appreciate that. Nice one, guys. Appreciate all the comments coming in. Anyway, we'll go in here now in a few minutes and we'll deal with this situation. I'm waiting for my phone to ring at any minute. That guard has my number, so she's looking for me. I'll be I'm here. Daily talk on me. Can anyone feel bad due to a choice that affects nobody? That's criminal, and not growing or smoking like they want you to believe. Yep, Scatna says, hey folks, just saw this pop up after a meeting. Hope things are okay there. Nice one, Scatna. Yeah, just fucking just opening up the window into Martin's world, letting people have a look inside, seeing the full effects of cannabis prohibition as it happens, from my perspective. Hazmat, nice one, guys. Think, appreciate it all, guys. Think, it's like living in the Twilight Zone. Fucking is, that's right, man. John, we've got the smallest little stub here, John, I think I'd like a little talk off. I think I need it, to be fair, Oh hey! I think we dropped Cork. Don't want to get done for littering. I think I singed my beard. Right, I'll let you in on a secret, guys. Right, the reason why I've not shaved, alright? Elijah loves to grab it, and he loves holding it and rubbing it and and then when I tickle his feet and stuff, so the bear to stand for a while, and that's why it's staying. Small fella likes it, so if he likes it, fucking, it's like a little toy that I have for him, so we can't be taking that away. So we're trying to lighten the mood up there, and maybe fucking laugh a little before we go in here. Anyone's wandering out there, if you're just tuning in for the first time, Elijah's my son. He's 6 months old. Mustawa is horrible to see what they're putting people through, all this needless hassle and stress over something that's so beneficial. Stay strong, Martin. Do you know, yeah, that's it, like, you know, and the stress, like, might I add, is what triggers my fucking seizures, like. Putting your body through stress, sleepless nights, not allowing your body to recover because, you know, you're going to sleep with anxiety, because, you know, you're not sure if you're going to wake up, the fucking cops dragging you out of your bed or something like that because you're such a dangerous criminal. Tinkle says, the more scared of you than you are of them, that's their hidden weakness. I know that, Tinkle. I know that. That's why I'll continue to stand. That's the thing about bullies, okay? That's the thing we were always taught about bullies. Is bullies pick on people they think that are weak. They pick on people who don't stand up for themselves. But if you stand up for up to a bully, that bully's gonna back off. They're gonna think twice about picking on you again because you fucking stood up to them the last day. You didn't fold over them, let them walk all over you. That's what we teach kids. Is you do not let bullies bully you. You stand up to bullies. You go to the person in charge. You tell them that there's a bully fucking bullying you. I've been doing that. I'm going to the people in charge. I'm telling them there's a bully bullying me. They're not helping me, they're not assisting me. You know, I'm being failed by those with the authority to do something to help me with the bullies. In fact, they kind of are the bullies. It's kind of a weird one, you know. Going to my bullies to help me to stand up to my bullies. But look, we won't talk about the complicated situation that it is. But still, I'm left with no choice but to take the thing into my own hands and stand up for myself. So that's it. There we go, we're fucking 32 minutes behind schedule here now, so we better make a move in. Daily Talker says, it's like a game of chicken. They want all of us individuals to be scared, but they will be scared of us when we unite. Alama Snack Bar. Been where you are, bro. Had 2 years probation for growing weed. They don't want to hear the truth. They're just slaves to outdated laws. Dale Galone, nice one for dropping in, man. Seeing the hot box there, well, the chat says you're strong, don't forget. Alama Snack Bar says all this stress for maybe 10 seconds with a judge. Yeah, it might be a little bit more. It's not just stress for me though, like, but think the expense for the state, like, you know, this lovely fancy fucking courtroom, like. Well, meanwhile, like, you know, shout out to Gino Kenny and People Before Profit. Not that I'm politically affiliated or anything, but they're doing a lot to help on the cannabis front. But they shared a story there recently where there's 11 beds above in the CAMS unit above in I think it's up in Frank Fian's area or up there. Not down in Cork anyway, but up the country somewhere anyway. I can't remember exactly where it was. But 11 beds now going to be unavailable for kids for mental health issues. But meanwhile, no shortage of funds for down here, for me, for my cannabis use, you know, no shortage of funds for that guard to go out on a Sunday fucking evening to go and terrorise my family, to execute a warrant for my arrest because of my illegal medicinal use of cannabis. Do you know, and if that's what they want to do, so be it. You know, is this man getting scared of my presence out here? I've been hanging around for too long. Don't want to be scaring them inside of there, like. Probably think I'm going to go in there, like, and I might have a fucking, like, unload them. No, I have my camera stand inside in the bag here over my shoulder. So, I don't know, did I think that, like, fucking, we got some crazy person outside there and he's doing a rant on fucking, he's live. It's going to be the first fucking mass shoot up here in Cork or something, they're probably thinking. Ain't got no guns. Only these babies. Got those bad boys. Check out them guns. Look at these fellas and their wigs and everything. Like, this thing is a fucking, you know, this shows how much of a joke the thing is. Like, they have to get dressed up, like, you know. Outdated is fucking right, like. Outdated is right. That guard still hasn't rang me anyway, so they mustn't be looking for me just yet. So it's gonna be funny. So my snot rag. Sorry, no, because I was crying there a few minutes ago, guys, and I don't know if you know what happens when you cry, but you do get a bit of apologies for doing that on screen, but there's a reason why. In their fight against cannabis prohibition, biological warfare. So we put that in a safe. We put that in a safe space. I actually brought my epilepsy medicine there as well, you know, just to flash it, you know, just legitimize, you know, the bullshit. There we go, like. It's not got my address on that now, no, I don't think so, but well, there we go. This is the shit they want me to be taking, you know. Woo! No? Government are willing to be paying for this stuff that causes me mood dysregulation, causes me to have flash anger, causes me to have suicidal thoughts. They're okay with this stuff, you know. And the reason why this stuff is available is because there's been no real prohibition on it, so they're being able to research and do studies on it, which they haven't been able to do with cannabis, which is why cannabis is not available for me, and which is why I have to break the law to use it as a medicine. Which is why I have to waste the court's fucking time to be down here today, to be treated like a criminal. Let's go in and see what happens. Sick shit of them, like, honestly. Thankfully I've come down here well dosed up this morning. Took my Kefra because I have to, but I also took some RSO cannabis pills, just to help with the mood dysregulation caused by the Kefra. So thankfully I've had the ability to be able to do that. Jeez, I better hold on to the fence there a second. As I said, the fucking legs feel weak. I was bent down there now and the blood wasn't flowing. Stood up too quick and whew. I'm not going to pass out. No, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We get the blood flowing there again. Yes. Whew. Took a second though. Fucking big fat thighs of mine. Yes. God, I hate this bullshit. Oh shit! Somebody said I put it on mute. I must have hit that button there. Nice one, guys. I must have hit that button there a few minutes ago when I was fucking sorting out my bag and stuff like that. Hopefully I'm coming through there now to you. Am I coming through to you? Let me know. I can see the comments on you. So we'll go in there anyway. We see what happens. Guards running all over the place down here. Who's that? Yeah, nice one, Kels. Good luck, Dad. Appreciate it. Sound back on. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, excellent. Apologies, guys. As I said, I was sorting out my bag and shit. I must have hit that button there and muted my audio. But that was my bad. So I'm gonna have to go in there anyway and entertain this BS. So catch you all in a bit. It was actually text by the guard. So the guard did text me. I just didn't see it. Let's see if she texts back. I wonder if she's watching the stream. This place, like, this is a laddie fucking dad, like, probably fancy gaff, like, fucking criminals. Oh, look at that, lad. Look out there, lad. Fucking kids on the wall. Do you know what I mean? Talk about make a fella wanna jump out a fucking window. Sorry about the echo effect. That was a little fucking alcove, yucky. Jesus Christ. It's fucking creepy. Look at that, really fancy gaff, like, all of this. All court buildings. Nice one, Bobby. Appreciate that, man. Getting international support there. Nice one. I'll appreciate that as well. You know. I'll let them know. See if we can get you on Zoom. I think I might have to be downstairs or something. Oh, I can hear it. Go for me. Better go. You look for me, Martin?
Sorry?
You look for Martin?
Martin Brandon?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, perfect. Do you want to go into court one there? So, and I'll... Yeah.
Yes.
So, just down here.